Hello, beautiful beings. The ancients were encouraging me to record a video. I was arguing a bit because I just made a waffle. And also, they just had to remind me that these videos are recording my ascension. And I was worried about repeating myself again because I don't want to be boring. But the reason I do need to repeat myself is because through this ascension, things need to be looked at over and over. And when a bunch of planets are retrograde, I've been learning that means that we're looking at things that we thought we got through. We're looking at them again, which is okay because I'm much more aware this time. What I am hopefully out of already, it gets quicker every time. I've noticed when something comes up that needs to be resolved. Well, I just am, I haven't mastered not giving my attention to the thoughts that come in around the thing that I thought I completely let go of. So, yeah, I've been feeding some very lustful thoughts the last few days, and I feel like, well, I got woke up in the middle of the night in my energy completely off balance. I begged. I know I don't ever need to beg when I'm praying, when I'm asking for help, but I was begging because my energy was so off. I felt like my sacral and my root chakra areas were plugged into and being siphoned from. And there was a time in my life when I was so identified with every thought coming in that I just felt absolutely crazy every day. I was really good at acting like I didn't feel crazy, but I was incredibly emotional because of my mind. Everything just felt so difficult. So, one thing that I did, and I think this is called cognitive therapy now, replacing bad thoughts with good thoughts. I didn't know that at the time. It was just about survival to me. I would think about sex. And yes, I'll make this video not made for children. That's what I did for many, 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 many years. And so now with the lust lesson, it kind of feels like an old friend. All those feelings, all those physical feelings that came with habitually thinking about sex, that can be quite addictive. But in my case right now, I will not settle. I absolutely will not settle. See, I'm not conflicted mentally. I know that I won't ever disrespect myself enough to have sex with this beautiful man. This highly dysfunctional, beautiful man. I'm not going to do it. So my little go around that I've had recently is he's been being incredibly nice to me. But I have been very, very aware also that he's been being nice to me and that won't last. So I feel I've been feeling pretty proud of myself, and I've really been watching my thoughts as we're sitting and talking outside, because normally when I'm looking at him, I'm thinking certain thoughts and I'm not really paying attention to what he's saying, which is not being a good friend at all, is it? So I feel like I've been doing really, really, really well for the last 4 days at least, but no, not good enough. Because whenever I get around this man, his energy is just so potent to me. It's like drinking some kind of elixir. Just being around him, his energy is highly intoxicating. I've said that about him before, and he's an active alcoholic, so saying intoxicating about him is very, very fitting. And also, another reason I say intoxicating about him is because it muddies up my vibe with a sacral chakra overload. Yeah, that physical feeling that I used to be so addicted to make to feel better from the torture that was my mind. So it's kind of an old friend, but I see myself getting through it. It's much easier this time. Oh, I actually love going through stuff like this because it gives me a feeling of so much more compassion for other people. When other people keep going back to certain things, I used to think, well, geez, because it's so much easier to see everybody else's stuff because we're on the outside looking in. Oh, if I was you, I would just, no, it's not like that. It's our lessons that we're learning. And the way that it looks like we're learning, most of the time, it seems like to me, is cyclical. We just keep going back to it. And it's not just about, they're saying that the lesson that seems like it keeps coming up isn't just about this specific lesson. This one lesson covers many facets. I can see it, and it's beautiful. So I'm not bummed out about it or anything, but I do love to hold satsang about it. I held satsang with Ocean earlier today, and I felt so much better about it. See, the difference between reaching out to somebody because I genuinely want to let go of whatever I'm obsessing about at the moment, whatever my mind, whatever I've turned my attention to fully, that I'm trying to let go of again. When I genuinely want to do that, I'll call somebody that won't co-sign my bullshit in any way, shape, or form, and that's Ocean. She would never, neither would any of my daughters. They would never compromise me in that way. So, but I know as my mother, my divine mother, she's going to tell me exactly like it is because she's highly empathic also. And she has the ancients. So when I talk to Ocean, I get the ancients in stereo. And the affirmation about they compared having anything physical to do with this man. They've compared it many times to if I were to pick up a drink, take a drink of alcohol. Throughout my 20 plus years of not drinking, if ever I never did have the craving come back to drink, but it did look very attractive at times, like during the summer when I used to watch commercials. And so I would say, Divine, please remove any desire I may have to drink. Even though I didn't feel like I had a desire, I wanted to just nip it off right away because I used to have that phenomenon of craving. I absolutely could not stop drinking. And so then to have the gift of it removed, the desire to drink, I've never messed with it because I knew it was a gift, because I absolutely could not drink. It has to be a miracle. I got on my knees the night before I quit drinking and I said, please help me quit drinking. I don't feel like I can quit. And I heard, way before I realized that I could hear my guides, I heard, and I was on my knees and my hands were like this, and I heard, you'll be able to hear us better when you do. And it's so true. It took many, many years, but now I'm fluent in ancient. They're trying to say something very cute about, so I'm fluent in ancient, and we're fluent through you. Yeah, okay. Wow, that one took me a second to actually verbalize what I was seeing. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm fluent in ancient and you're fluent in through me. Yeah. So There's no shame in going through the same lesson over and over. And so the part about comparing it to alcohol is that I follow it all the way through. And I don't want what comes with alcohol in my life. And I don't want what comes with laying down with this guy. No, for what, a half an hour of pleasure, but it would not even be pure undiluted pleasure because my mind would be in it. Because I would know that I was going against the highest respect I've had for myself for a very long time now. Just talking about things really helps it put things into perspective. It's what Sot Song is. It's just a heart to heart conversation that gets right to the taproot of whatever it is we feel we're stuck in, or that is, coming out once again, another taproot by the taproot. But why else? Why else do this work than to get it out by the taproot? Yeah, but I was under the impression a while ago that there a tap root. I've never heard it called tap roots. I don't think. But there are many, and that's totally fine. It's looking a lot more clear from where I'm seeing. I'm so much more aware when lessons come up. Yeah. So I think that's it for now, ancients. Is that it for now? I'm happy to get to record a video. If you feel compelled to do so, please leave me a question about your life, about whatever. A question that you've always wanted to know the answer to and have maybe heard other answers, but it didn't really resonate with you. We would love those questions. I would love to ask the ancients and then record a video about it. It would be so much fun. And it will be. It will be for sure. Okay. SatsongwithmamaG@gmail.com. We love you so much.